so boring today, but I will try to read something. To read something. Uh, I will read Blood Meridian again. Read it from the start. Don't you know this how? Just don't fall. See the child. He pale and thin. He wears a thin and ragged linen shirt. He stoked the scullery fire. Outside lie dark, turned field with rags of snow, and darker woods. Beyond that harbor yet a few last wolves. He spoke from poets whose names are I don't know. His folk are known for Hayward Wood and Groundwork Water, but in truth his father had been a schoolmaster. He lied in drink. He wrote from poets whose names are now lost. The boy crouches by the fire and watches him. Night of your birth, 33. The lioness they were called. God, how the stars fall. I look from the blackness, holes in the heaven, the deeper stove. The mother that these 14 years did incubate in her own bosom the creature who would carry her off. The father never speaks her name. The child does not know it. He has a sister in this world that he will not see again. He watches, pale and unwashed. He can neither read nor write, and in his root already a taste of mindless violences. All history, all history resent in that visage, the child, the father of the man. At 14 he ran away. He will not see again the reeling kitchen house in the redrawn dark, the firewood, the watch pots. He wandered west as far as Memphis, a solitary migrant upon that flat and pastoral landscape, black in the fields, lame and stupid. Their fingers by the light among the bough of cotton, a shadowed agony in the garden, against the sun, declining figures moving in the slower dusk across a paper skyline, a lone dark husbandman pursuing mule and hollow down the rain-blown bottomland toward night. A year later he is in St. Louis. He taking on for New Orleans aboard a large boat. 42 days on the river. At night, the steamboat Hood and Truth pass through the black waters, all alive like cities adrift. They break up the block and sell the lumber, and he walks in the trees and hears tongues he had not heard before. He lives in a room above a courtyard behind a tavern, and he comes down at night like some fairy book beast to fight with the sailor. He not big, but he had big wrists, big hands. His shoulders are set close. The giant face is curiously untouched behind the scars. The eye oddly innocent. They fight with feet, with bottle or knife, outrages, outrage, outrage. Men whose speech sound like the ranting of apes, men from lands so far and queer, that standing over them where they lie bleeding in the mud, he feels mankind itself invindicated. On a certain night, a Mattel Volkswagen shoot him in the back with a small pistol. Swinging to deal with the man, he is shot again just below the heart. The man flees and he learns again the bar with the blood raining out of his shirt. The other looked away. After a while, he sits on the floor. He lay in a cot in a room upstairs for 2 weeks while the tavern keeper wife attends him. She brings his meals, she carries out his slops. A hard-looking woman with a weary body, like a man's. By the time he is mended, he had no money to pay her, and he bleeds in the night and sleeps on the riverbank until he can find a boat that will take him on. The boat is going to Texas. Only now the child finally deserted of all that he had been. His origin had become remote, as is his destiny, and not again all the world's turning wheel. There be terrain so wild and barbarous to try whether the stuff of creation may be shaped to man's will, or whether his own heart is not another kind of clay. The passengers are a diffident lot. They cast their eyes, and no man asks another what it is that brings him here. He sleeps on the deck, appearing among others. He watches the dim shore rise and fall, rays seabird gawking, flies of pelican coastwise above the raised swells. They disembark aboard a lighter, saddled with deck chattels, all studying the low coastline, the thin bind of sand and scrub pine swimming in the haze. We walk through the narrow street of the port, the air smell of salt and new salt lumber. At night, Hawk called to him from the dock, like so in want. A week and he is on the move again. A few dollars in his purse that he earned, walking the sand roads of the southern night alone. His hand balled in the cotton pockets of his cheap coat. Autumn cold waves across the marshland, erect in their crooked rise, white as candle among the moss. The wind has a warm edge to it, and leaves loped by the roadside and scattered on in the night field. He moved north through small settlement and farm, working for day wage, and found he see a parisido hanged in a crossroad hamlet, and the man ran forward and pulled his legs, and he hung dead from his rope, while urine darkened his trousers. He worked in a salt mill. He worked in a diphtheria pest house. He take as pay from a farmer at age meal and back his animal. In the spring of the years 1849, he ride up through the latter-day Republic of Redona in the town of Nacogdoches. This book is so hard to read. And I will try to say something about what I have what chat I have with what I have been chat with Gemini, and that is something about the meaningless of a life of a human, the meaningless life of a human. So what I'm have been talk to Gemini is that the life itself is meaningless. So in order to continue living, you people human, they tend to try to searching the meaning for life, so that they can continue their life, so they can find it helpful, like, and meaningless and meaning. Yeah, the meaning in life, like, I think it's something, it's some sort like children, they, when they start to thinking for themselves, when they start to have some kind of awareness and curiosity, something like that, they often ask their parent, like, why something this and why something that, why, how, and why and how. They keep and continue asking and asking, and that is something like instinct of a human. It's like basic instinct, because they asking is to study, to learning is to asking is to learning, right? And they searching a meaning for that, like why people get married, and why people dating, and why people learning and reading this book, that book, and why. And sometimes their parent, most time I saw that they don't have the answer themselves, so they and okay, back to the main point. Oh god, I'm so terrible at this. Back to the main point is, so the life itself is meaningless, and to find, so human put themselves in searching the meaning to create a purpose for life, and not the human themselves, not a person themselves. Sometimes the other do that for them, the society and religions and philosophy, all of that is a meaning that create for you, so you adopted this and join that path to in searching the meaning. In searching the meaning to continue living, because if you find anything that everything is meaningless, you don't have the urge to keep living. And sometimes you feel free, but most of the time you feel hopeless, you feel empty. Yeah, the emptiness, it keep growing in you, and some people will find the death, and we will try to killing themselves, because they find, oh, why I have to exist, because nothing is makes sense, and nothing is important, and so they just kill themselves, or someone will find a peace in it, like they will go in somewhere alone, and they live in nowhere, just by themselves, and they do something like meditate. I can remember the word. Um, yeah, something like meditate. Stop to